Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Bitcoin. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, if you're not sure what I mean by 4 hour, and if you're new to charts, instead of each one of these candlesticks here, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours. So this here may look like a few weeks worth of time. It's actually just the past few days broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like to this time frame. It does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Friendly reminder, Bitcoin is open 24/7, so if you're watching this video 15-20 hours after I upload it, then yeah, the chart's going to look a little bit different for you. But my goal here from the presentation standpoint is to keep this video relevant for as long as possible, and I'm going to accomplish that by talking about more so general levels and then walking you through some questions, and based on how you answer those questions, that'll dictate the current status of the chart. Overall, though, before anything else, Bitcoin showing quite a bit of strength. What do I mean by that? Well, I can see, what are you talking about, Clay? It's basically just been going sideways, and that is true, but keep in mind what's going on with the surrounding markets. The world is seemingly melting down. The stock market, once again, is crashing. And previously, when everything was melting down, I mean, there were some big movements to the downside, especially this one right here. But now the markets are still melting down, yet Bitcoin is just going sideways. Now, does that mean that this thing is for sure getting ready to skyrocket back upwards? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that comparing it to the general context of the world, Bitcoin showing a whole lot of trouble by simply staying within this channel that I've talked about time and time again. Now, if this is the first video you've watched of mine, I guess first off, welcome. But the channel I've been talking about, and the channel that you're going to need to ask yourself about. So let's just use the 20-hour number. Let's say you're watching this video 20 hours after I upload it. The big question becomes kind of twofold. First, just simply, where is the price relative to both 4,800 and then 6,500, that red line up there? If you're answering the question that the price is just still down below these, or in between each of these levels, so again, 20 hours from now, you're watching this and you're saying, well, Clay, yeah, the price is still between these levels. All that's telling you is that the nice sideways consolidation continues despite all the chaos around you. Now, on the flip side of things, you could be answering in a couple other different ways. You could be saying, well, Clay, the price is down below 4,800. At that point, that would be suggesting that the bears are starting to take more control. But that also depends on, well, how far below 4,800? I mean, if the price is slightly below it, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not a good thing. But there's a big difference between the price being, at 4,700 versus being down at 4,000. The exact opposite, though, is true up here. Maybe you're answering the question, well, Clay, actually the price is up above 6,500. But again, the same logic there. Well, how far up above it? If it's at 6,550, I mean, that's good. It's up above that level. But that's much different than it's up there at 7,500, for example. So use this channel as the guide going forward. Again, even if the price just stays between those two levels, given the context of the overall markets, I personally, in my opinion, would still consider that quite bullish. So keep an eye on that channel, and then if it's broken out of the channel, well then whatever direction it's broken, that's going to be telling you whether or not things are getting more bullish or more bearish for Bitcoin going forward. So we'll see what happens in these chaotic markets. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.